Jet Propulsion Laboratory's Open Source Rover uses these wheels. They're from remote control monster truck chassis, and the rover mounts them onto these aluminum hubs. Now, these wheels and these hubs are not designed to meet with each other, so the instructions tell us to drill 2 holes in the plastic that will line up with the 2 diagonally opposite holes in these hubs. Now, making sure these holes are in the correct position could be a little tricky. Various rover builders have devised different ways to make sure the holes are in the right location. This video documents my approach. The center of this drilling setup is this 3D printed jig. It is designed to fit into one of these tires, wheels, with a post that locates the center and tall enough for our base to be gripped by a vise. The vise will be in your drill press, and I also 3D printed a custom jaw so that the cylindrical jig will sit in the correct place when it's tightened. You don't necessarily need a custom jaw. It depends on your workbench and your vise. Many vices have a metal stop that can be installed to the side to make sure the jig comes back in the correct location. Once the jig and vise are ready to go, the key is to make sure you install everything so that when the vise is tight, one of the 2 holes line up with where the drill will come in. And this may require that the vise be sit not exactly square, but we don't have a lot of sideways load on this project, so not being perfectly squared is not the end of the world. Once the configuration is set, we'll drill the first hole. And I don't think it really matters where on the wheel we drill the first hole. The second hole does matter. We'll get to that in a minute. Now the second hole needs to be 180 degrees from the first. And as you can see from the jig earlier, we have 2 holes already 180 degrees from each other, and that will be useful now. Now you can just turn it and locate it by sight, but if you don't trust yourself to see it and locate it correctly, use another drill bit as a pin. Now the wheel is mostly in place. It's all plastic, and there's some tolerances involved, so it's a little loose. So find the middle of your range of motion, and that's going to be the right place for the second hole. Remove the pin. Remove the jig. And we have 2 holes drilled 180 degrees from each other. If you want, do a quick test. Take the hub, line it up, and if they line up to the 2 holes at the hub, it's a success. There we go. Open Source Rover tire and wheel mounted on the aluminum hub.